again, viewers. Andy's Vlogs and Food Reviews here today, and it's time for another Takeaway Tuesday. Today we're at Oldswinford Fish and Chips, comes under Stourbridge. We're going to pop inside, see what's on the menu, back in a moment. Right, viewers, we're back. We've been to Oldswinford Fish and Chips in Oldswinford, comes under Stourbridge, and I'll just go through a quick recap of the menu before I'll show you what I've had. I wanted to do a Chinese this week, but you know, because of the heat, I just didn't fancy a Chinese. There was literally a Chinese next door, but I was that hot, I just thought, you know what, fancy a chip shop, I don't fancy a Chinese. But I'll just do a quick recap of the menu. They do various pizzas, usual fish and chips, all various pies, pasties, doner kebabs, chicken kebabs, jumbo sausages, scallops, various drinks, and they've actually won an award, and I think it was in 2017, I think they won an award, did Oldswinford Fish and Chips. And I think they've also finished in the top, I think it was the top 60 in 2020, and I think it was the top 20 in 2019, I think it was, or 2018. So yeah, so it is an award-winning chip shop. Well, let's show you what I've got. I wasn't really fancying it today, viewers, you know, I wasn't really feeling it. You know, when you're not that hungry, I think it's just the heat. But I've just gone for a doner kebab and chips, and I've gone for a scallop, and a total price, I went for a large. In total, for this was £8.50, and that was a pound, £9.50. They also do a small, which is £7.50. Right then, let's try the doner meat, see what we think. Now, there will be another video coming up on the channel after this. Check it out. It's a big fire that I've got to upload. I was trying to upload it, but I've had a few technical problems, if you know what I mean. The kebab's very nice, actually. Plenty there. And they do just plain chips there. They don't do battered chips, I don't believe. Right, let's try the plain chips. You know what? Them are nice plain chips, man. Plenty of salt vinegar on them. Very nice. Right, let's try the scallop. Right, there it is, nothing special. Not very big for a pound, is it that? We've had them bigger than that, and we've paid less. A little bit of grease on it, let's try it. Scallop's very nice, actually. Got a nice crunch to it. Plenty of salt and vinegar on it. But do I think it's worth a pound for that little scallop? I don't think so. We've had bigger scallops for that, for a smaller price. Like I said, that's just my personal opinion, my opinion only, as I always say. Like I said, there's plenty there. The kebab's very nice. Got a nice taste to it. So, can't fault the kebab. And for plain chips, they're not bad. We'll say this though, viewers, for a large, I've got to be honest, when you dig up the kebab, I mean, there's loads of kebab there, but I've got to be honest, I don't think there's many chips there for a large, is there? What do you reckon? We've had trays where there's been more chips, and I don't think for a large, I don't think there's many chips there. So yeah, so what do we think overall? Well, like I say, the chips are nice. very enjoyable. Got a nice taste to them, not rock hard like we've had before. Like I say, they only do plain chips and not battered chips. I think there could be a few more. I'd understand if it was a small, but this is a large, and I don't think there's that many there. I think there could be a few more chips. I mean, I've seen somebody have a bag of chips and there were loads of chips, to be honest, but there ain't many here. I know it's normally a set size with a tray, but they just don't seem like there yet. There's loads of kebab, but not as many chips. Like I say, that's just my personal opinion. The scallop for me is nice, got a nice taste to it, but I think £1 for a small scallop I think is expensive. And the total price for this was £9.50, which I think is a little bit expensive in my view. They do accept card. Parking is in front of the chip shop. There's nowhere to park. It's literally bang on a set of traffic lights, but there is a car park round the back where you can park, and it is free to park. And like I say, they do accept card as well. So what do I think overall regarding the score? I mean, it's nice. Can't fault the taste. Taste is really nice. I mean, if it was bad, I think it'd have been scored low, but the food is quite nice, and it's got a nice taste to it. And the chips as well, if you was looking for somewhere, like say if you was hovering around in the area, it's another one of them chip shops where the smell's nice and it draws you in. And the chips, like say if you have a bag of chips there, you do get a large portion size. I'm going to give Oldswinford fish and chips, I'm going to give it an 8.5 viewers, yeah. I think 8.5 is a fair score for this. It's just a scallop for me. I don't think it's worth £1. I think it's very small. We've had bigger scallops and paid less. I think that's a bit pricey for that little scallop, in my view. I don't think there's many chips there. I don't think. It just seems to be, doesn't seem to be many, in my opinion. Loads of kebab. I can't fault that. And I think the price was a little bit expensive. I know it's won an award, and you know, give them credit for that. But for me, I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. Thanks for watching Takeaway Tuesday. As always, hope you'll have a fantastic day. Thanks to everybody who subscribed to the channel of late. I really do appreciate it, and thanks for all the lovely comments. If you like this kind of content, remember to hit the like, hit the subscribe button. It's totally free, no hidden costs or charges. Now, I will try and get this video uploaded tonight if I can. If I can't, it'll be on tomorrow. So, if, like I say, click that bell and it will notify you. And there is another video coming on as well. I'll see you on the next one. And it's over and out, viewers. Bye for now.